Welcome to What's the Stack? Every day as tech recruiters, we're asking the question, what's the stack? And today we're gathering some of our favourite technical leaders in Brisbane to ask them the question, all while set in the Brisbane iconic church and turned pancake house, Pancake Manor.
Today we're meeting with Lachlan Young. Lachlan is a software developer at TANDA by day, and by night you can find him tippity-tapping away on side projects, getting involved in the Brisbane Tech Community, or practicing the art of calligraphy.
That last part might not be true, but it wouldn't surprise us. Let's meet Lachlan!
Welcome to What's a Stack?
So, what is your stack, Lachlan?
My stack is a regular stack. Regular small short stack.
Amazing. No ice cream?
3 pancakes.
Three pancakes.
Maybe syrup and some butter. Not ice
That's a shame.
cream.
And what's your tech stack?
The tech stack is professionally Ruby on Rails, React Native, GraphQL, and then for fun, Node.js full stack.
Give us the elevator pitch of your career.
I am a full stack software developer, and I graduated school. I got a degree in game design. I feel like there's like a natural sentiment to studying something for 4 years, but you slowly decide you don't like it anymore. So game design wasn't quite for me, but I picked up programming, kind of joining assets together while doing that. Found out that was a thing. I did an internship for a local QT Facebook group, or club, I think, called Code Network. So been involved with them for a few years now, and I got an internship through them, and I kind of just kicked everything off. So officially I'm a self-taught software developer who is now working full stack in a local workforce management called TANDA.
What's been your biggest learning to date in your career so far, to date?
I think my biggest learning is like always the same learning, like from the get-go. It's just don't be afraid to ask questions. Like I think a lot of new people come into tech and they don't ask questions, but what you don't realize is that for like X amount of time, like when you're doing like for the first few years in the space, you've got like this big ass shield to be like, I know nothing. I'm gonna ask you all my dumb questions, and I kind of like subscribe to that.
You have said, I'm at a stage in my journey, if you will, where I'm looking to give back whilst the beginning is still fresh. If I can help you with that at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. So why is that important to you?
I think to go back to what I initially said, like about when I got started, like Ryan, he said, if we don't hire you, we'll pass you on. And I think that's a good indicator of the sort of like mentality I think I want to have and bring to the table around like if the opportunity I'm providing is not enough, I'll make sure that I give you a different opportunity. Be that advice, be that opportunity. Like I know plenty of companies looking to hire, so
They are.
they are. Yeah.
We know them too.
But if you're like,
I know we kind of spoke about this a bit earlier, but you just mentioned like She Codes, QUT, like all this kind of extra mentoring and community work that you are doing. If there is a developer that's kind of in the middle of their career, they're now starting to look at doing those give back kind of pieces and mentoring and that sort of thing, how do you get into that?
oh, good question. Just ask.
Yeah.
Like, going again, like the amount of people that just want to give back, like, and not just give back but also take. Like they want, like She Codes is always looking for mentors, I think, and I'm sure they are. Like you don't just wake up with 10 good mentors and go, yep, that's me for the rest of our program.
Side hustles.
Discuss.
Love them.
Why, like,
Let me
Carly
guess.
and I, we're recruiters, and we're not recruiting on the weekend for fun.
Yeah.
Aren't you? I do.
Call
So-
me.
But at the same time, it seems to like, you know, every second developer is working on something outside of hours.
Yeah.
Why is that the case?
My immediate answer is because developers are problem solvers, and there's a lot of problems, and like not like crazy problems, but like for example, I can't log into my account because I forget my password. Like if only there was something to solve that. Enter email. I don't know. Like there's plenty of problems that exist, and they're not all of them are $1 million ideas, but sometimes how simple and fixable they are is like a very big selling point to people who have 9-to-5 jobs. And I think that's like the general sentiment with a lot of people with side projects. They kind of go into it looking to solve a problem, and then B, maybe they'll mix it up and try and learn a new tech stack or something like that.
I feel like we need to talk about TANDA. So I guess TANDA is kind of a Brisbane success story in terms of like the startup community.
A little bit.
Great story to come out of QUT. Like, what made you want to work there, and I guess what makes you stay there?
Oh, good question. Man, good question. The team is like so TANDA's the best job I've ever had by far. And I think it's because I grilled them as much as they grilled me on the way in, and I knew them well enough. Like, I'd gone to like 3 of the hackathons at this point. They've been around for 7 years now, so I'd been involved in their space. But from a technical point of view, I don't know, I just never really like looked at working for them. And then the opportunity came up, and I was pretty candid. I was like, look, you can give me a tech test. I've got very limited time. I'll do this and this. And then I kind of took the tech test, owned it as my own thing. I don't think I hit the brief at all, what they asked for, but demonstrated like competency, hopefully, otherwise. And then I've been there for just over 2 years now, and the team is fantastic.
What's been your biggest tech fail?
I took the app offline.
Took the app offline.
36 hours, which was not great. There was only about 5 hours like response time involved in that, and then there was just like waiting for Apple to put it back online. So it wasn't great. We learned a lot. I just learned there were some corners that were being cut, which we didn't even know were being cut, and now I just kind of shore up the whole process. So yeah, big fail.
Big learning.
Massive learning. Lots of post-mortem, lots of post-incident meetings.
Bit of a retro?
Definitely, yeah. Thankfully there wasn't that much repercussions. There weren't that many repercussions. The worst thing was like communication to customers, like, because we knew the app was offline, but Apple wouldn't prevent us from sending it to you. So if you had auto update on, then you're screwed. Like, the app would just slowly die on your phone, which is pretty frustrating. So Apple in general is like a tricky ecosystem. So yeah, thankfully fixed it pretty quick. No fallout beyond like a bit of frustration.
If you could only code in one language for the rest of your life, what would it be?
JavaScript. I think JavaScript is super versatile.
Which is the better pasta shape, the wagon wheel or the bow tie?
The bow tie. No, that's wagon wheel.
Oh.
Wagon wheel.
And now
Which one are you locking in?
Wagon wheel. Locked in.
What's the most impressive fact you know?
Oh no, this is not impressive. Oh, did you know that M&Ms were invented for the Vietnamese War? Because it was so hot the chocolate would melt, so they put it in a candy shell so that they could have chocolate no matter what.
What's your preferred method of sim murder? Put them in a pool and delete the ladder, or build a small kitchen, put an oven in and delete the door?
I've never done the oven one, so it's got to be pool.
The pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just admitted to murder on.
I was about to say. Why have you done this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Haven't you done it?
I'm like God. I have to look after my Sims. I'm not killing them. We digress.
So my Sims die anyway, so.
You've been offered a spot on The Amazing Race. Oh. You've been offered a spot on The Amazing Race, but you have to take either Carly or Emily as your partner. Who do you take?
That's the wrong answer.
Why?
I would whinge too much.
Yeah.
And like, you'd be like to Carly, oh, we've got to walk up all these stairs to get to the top to get the ticket. And Carly's like, nah, already done it. Put a note and job out, good to go.
Good to go. And also, not to further strengthen my point, but I'll keep you company. I'll chit, I'll chat, I'll talk to you all the way
And
upstairs.
it's
Emily doesn't shut up.
This is what I
In a
think.
good way.
No.
No, that'd be why.
We'll take this
If I
offline.
picked you, what would you have said?
Good answer.
Good answer. Can you imagine us on The Amazing Race? What's the best kind of cheese?
Cheese. Vintage cheddar.
Final question for the day. Take it away.
Oh, what do you love about having a career in tech?
Oh, flexibility. It's just everyone in tech is so candid. I feel like money's a good example of that, because then that's kind of like where it always gets a bit iffy. But yeah, like, I feel like there's so much drama outside of tech in like different careers, not to like shade anything else, but like come from hospitality, which is like a very different ball game. So yeah, like tech is, you spend a lot of your time focusing on solving the problem that you don't have enough time to focus on the other crap. And a lot of people, everyone in tech recognizes that. So.
Well, thank you so much for having pancakes with us today.
Thanks for being on. What's the stack?